In bodybuilding, there's this dangerous assumption that more is always more. But what if that's just flat out wrong? We're gonna look at a crazy experiment that turns that whole idea on its head.
Yeah, this is the big myth we're here to tear down. The idea that you can just keep cranking up the dose and get limitless gains. The truth? Well, as you're about to see, it's way more complicated. And honestly, a lot more interesting.
All right, let's set the scene. It's summer 2024. Our guy, Dr. Mike Israetel, is at the absolute peak of his game, pushing his body to the absolute limit. Think of this as the before picture, the high-dose benchmark we're gonna measure everything against.
And this is the number that defines that peak. We're talking 2,000 milligrams of steroids every single week. That is a colossal dose, right? I mean, it's kind of standard for someone at his level, but it's an amount that comes with some serious consequences.
And look, this wasn't just one thing. It was this powerful cocktail. You've got testosterone, primobolan, the oral anavar, and even 100 milligrams of the super potent, notoriously potent trenbolone. This was a stack built for one thing, maximum mass.
So on paper, the results looked, well, exactly like you'd think. A DEXA scan backs it up. 218 pounds of pure lean body mass. An incredible number, right? But this is where the story really starts. Because what looks like a huge win on the surface is hiding a much deeper truth.
Okay, so you're probably asking, why would somebody at the absolute top of their game just change everything? Well, this wasn't some random decision. It was a totally necessary shift driven by both professional goals and, personal health.
A few key things were going on here. First, he had some major media appearances coming up, and you need to be sharp for those. High doses can really cloud your mind. And second, he had surgery scheduled. So continuing a massive cycle when you can't even train at full intensity, that's just unhealthy. It was time to pull back for his career and for his body.
So check out this timeline. It lays out the whole year-long journey. The dose just plummeted right down to a fraction of what it was, basically TRT levels. Then after surgery and recovery, he started building back up. But this time, the whole philosophy was different. The goal was a new, smarter peak.
All right, now we get to the real meat of it, the head-to-head comparison. The 2,000 milligram peak versus this new, way lower peak. And we're not guessing here. This is just cold, hard data from the exact same DEXA machine.
Remember this number? The original peak? 2,000 milligrams. The whole brute force approach, right?
And now, the new peak. Just 750 milligrams a week. That's less than a third of the original dose. A huge, huge drop. So, what do you think happened to the results?
The results were, honestly, they were shocking. On just a third of the gear, he only lost 10 pounds of lean mass. But get this, his body fat was actually lower. The dangerous visceral fat around his organs? Undetectable. And his bone density, it improved. The physical look was almost identical, but his health markers, they were way, way better. But how is that even possible? How can you slash the dose that much and get almost the same results? Well, this is where we get into what I call the great illusion of high-dose steroids. This is the million-dollar question, right? If he lost 10 pounds of lean body mass, that has to mean he lost a ton of real, hard-earned muscle, right? Well, not so fast. Here's the big clue. His upper body strength, it wasn't just the same. In some lifts, it was actually stronger on the lower dose. He was hitting new PRs. Now think about it. You don't get stronger if you've lost real functional muscle. So whatever that 10 pounds was, it wasn't performance-driving muscle. And here it is. The answer. Lean body mass isn't just muscle. See, high doses of androgens make your body hold on to pounds and pounds of extra water. It looks like muscle on a scan. It makes the scale go up, but it's just temporary. It's an illusion that vanishes the second you drop the dose. And we can't forget the other side of this whole thing, the mental cost. The psychological relief of being on a lower dose was just profound. Feeling better, with way less anxiety and anger, all while keeping pretty much all the physical results, that's a trade-off anybody would take in a heartbeat. So, what's the takeaway here for anyone thinking about this stuff? It all points to a smarter, more measured way of doing things, an approach that puts health and real, sustainable gains first.
Let's walk through a smarter way to do a cycle. You start low. You make small, slow increases, maybe every 3 months or so, and only if your blood work comes back clean. This way, you can actually see what each level is doing for you. Then, after a good 9-month run, you pull back to a low dose and let your body recover.
And here's the bottom line. Real muscle growth is slow. It takes months and years. Just blasting high doses from the start, all that does is bloat you with water weight that's going to disappear anyway. This smarter approach actually works with how your body builds real tissue. You maximize the real gains and you minimize the risk.
You know, this experiment isn't just about calling out the old ways. It's about looking forward to a much, much smarter future. The entire world of muscle building is about to go through a massive change.
Just look at the two paths. You have the old way, high health risks, nasty psychological side effects, and that brutal point where more drugs just means more problems. But then, look at what's on the horizon. We're talking just a few years out, non-androgenic anabolics. These are drugs designed to build muscle with surgical precision, targeting growth without all the collateral damage of old-school steroids. I want you to imagine getting similar, maybe even better results with like 10 times fewer side effects. This isn't sci-fi, people. This is the next frontier.
And this is the ultimate price, and there's no sugarcoating it. This stuff isn't a game. The long-term cost of that old, high-dose way of thinking is measured in years taken off your life. And that is not up for debate.
So, what's the final verdict? We've learned that massive doses are mostly an illusion. They just pad your stats with water, not real muscle. We've seen that smarter, lower dose cycles can give you almost the same results, but with way better health and peace of mind. And we know that the future of muscle building tech is going to make this whole high-risk game obsolete. So that leaves us with one last critical question. Knowing everything we know now, and with this incredible new technology just around the corner, is the old way really, truly working?